This is our 1976 Triumph TR6. So this video will cover a few different things. First off, there will be a very slow-paced walk-around of the car. Following that, there will be a second walk-around where I'll show close-ups of all the cosmetic blemishes. Then there'll be some clips of the interior, as well as the car running. So this is actually a one-owner, original paint, fully documented 54,000 mile car. Super, super impressive. We went back and forth with the original owner for quite a while on it. He continued to refer to it as his first wife. Super enthusiastic owner. He's babied this thing since the day he brought it home from the dealer. What's really cool is he kept all the paperwork, so we'll come with the original window sticker and all the manuals, the service booklet with the original dealer information, all that stuff. The car has never been repainted, no panels have ever been removed, and there is no body rust. Really, really impressive survivor. It's 54,200 miles, just about. You can probably tell that's by hearing it right now, but it has a complete ANSA exhaust on it with headers. Car sounds absolutely unreal. Not too loud, but raspy and racy. When you back off, you get nice crackles and burbles. It's just awesome. Really, really nicely sorted car. Got Koni sport shocks all around. The interior is equally impressive as the original paint exterior. The guy actually put these really thick black sheepskin seat covers on the seats the day he brought it home in '76. And when we took those off recently, it was the first time they'd ever been, taken off since the '70s. So the seats have never been reupholstered, and they're in great shape. Driver's outer bolster's a little tiny bit worn, as you can see in the photos, but nothing significant. While the car has polished trim rings on those wheels now, the original not polished ones will come with it. Come with the soft top, tonneau cover, boot cover, all of which are in great shape and fit perfectly. The weather stripping is all in great shape. Nothing is dry or tired looking. The glass and light lenses are all clear and crack free. Lights and signals are all functional. Here's a close-up of all the blemishes on the car. See, the chrome is nice, relatively mirror-like, no oxidation. There's a scratch on the big impact bumper square. There's a big spot of touch-up on the passenger side of the hood. There's a number of spots of touch-up. You can see little chips along the front edge there. A number of spots of touch-up, but again, this is a original paint car throughout. A couple more there. It's actually more where it was buffed thin, not quite so much touch-up. A couple chips there. You can see we're touched up in relation to my fingertip, just a little bit bigger. And then there's 3 or 4 more, just little chips that were touched up throughout the driver's side. We had a PDR expert, paintless dent repair, go over the car. So while you see those little chips and stuff, there's no dents or dings. The car's nice and straight. You can see again some chips and touch up just right on that rear crease. All the black trim pieces like the impact bumpers aren't faded or anything like that, still have a nice deep black color, as does the boot cover. And again, just little chips and stuff on the, call it the flares in the rear. You can see a spot of touch up there on top of the passenger door. No bubbling at all, none of these lower corners, just really, really nice, dry, honest car. Doors open and close, nice and smooth, no slamming. And again, there's that one glaring spot. Mimosa yellow, original color, just is it suits the car so well. Good look at the interior. Door panels are free of any, damage or kicked open markings. Dash top is excellent. No cracks in the wood. Really, really nice. The gauges are all functional, including the odometer, just under 54.2. Car has a good bit of documentation that'll come with it that verifies that. The Sony radio is functional. The heat and blower are functional. Lights and signals are all good. The handbrake does work as well. No, good look at the seats. Really, really impressive. Like I said, they really haven't seen the sun since the mid-70s. It's got the right floor mats with it, and the original black carpet's actually in nice shape under there too. The driver's side, you can see a little like duct tape line from where he had a protective layer on the outer bolster. Tiny, tiny little bits of wear, nothing really significant. And then in the back, it's very nicely done. Roll bar through a speaker. Boot cover fits and buttons up perfectly. The visor is not crispy or blown out or anything like that. You can see there's a crack in the vanity mirror, but we always see those things get all gross.